Hello from Living Heat. This is video 2 of 3, where once again we'll be looking at the Living Heat D600 Digital Air and Floor Thermostat. In this video we'll be looking specifically at the menu settings. These settings are important to set up correctly, as they will then allow you to control your thermostat correctly depending on your specific requirements. There are 11 menu settings, and to access these settings you will need to make sure the thermostat is in the off position. If the thermostat is currently showing the home screen, click the power button once and the thermostat will turn off and the off screen will show. Once the thermostat is in the off position, push and hold the P button for 3 seconds.
Do not click the P button, as this will not access the settings. You need to hold down the P button for 3 seconds to access the menu settings. Menu 1 should now be showing. Menu 1 is the sensor selection setting. You can choose between air, floor, or a combination of air and floor sensors together. Use the up and down buttons to select F for floor sensor, A for air sensor, and AF together to regulate a combination of the two. We would recommend setting menu 1 to F only, as this is the most accurate way to regulate underfloor heating. If you are heating a wood or carpet type floor covering, we would recommend never using A only, as this limits the thermostat's ability to regulate the floor temperature, which can lead to the floor being overheated and damaged. This is particularly relevant under wood and carpet type floor coverings, as these type of coverings have a max recommended operating temperature, typically set by the manufacturer. When you are happy with your selection, press the P button once to move on to menu 2. Menu 2 is the switching differential. This is the number of degrees the thermostat will allow the heating to go past your set point before turning off and then dropping back below your set point before turning the heating back on. For example, if your switching differential is 2 and your set temperature is 20, then your heating will heat up until 21 and then turn off and cool down to 19 before switching back on again. This swing is the temperature of 2, which is effectively your switching differential. Using the up and down arrows to select your desired setting, we recommend setting this to either 2 or 3 degrees, and once you're happy, please use the P button again to move on to menu 3. Menu 3 is air temperature calibration. This allows the user to recalibrate the air sensor should it become inaccurate. Unless you are an experienced user of this thermostat, we recommend leaving this setting on 0. Use the up and down arrows again to select your desired setting and then press the P button to move on to menu 4. Menu 4 is floor temperature calibration. This allows the user, like in menu 3, to calibrate the floor sensor should it become inaccurate. Again, like menu 3, unless you're an experienced user of this thermostat, we would recommend leaving this setting on 0. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired setting and then press the P button to move on to menu 5. Menu 5 is program time delay. This is the amount of time the thermostat will stand idle before automatically returning to the home screen. It is helpful to set this to 30 seconds to allow the user more time to consider their settings when programming the unit. Otherwise, they may find the unit automatically returns to the home screen before they have a chance to confirm and save their settings. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired setting and then press the P button to move on to menu 6. Menu 6 is the home screen temperature readout. This can be set to show A, air, floor, F, or a combination of both air and floor temperatures together with A and F. To save confusion, we would recommend setting menu 6 to the same as you have set menu 1. This means if you set menu 1 to F, i.e. to regulate floor temperature, then you should set menu 6 to F as well, i.e. to display floor temperature. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired settings, and then press the P button to move on to menu 7. Menu 7 is max floor temperature. In this thermostat, if it is set to AF mode in menu 1, then the thermostat will not allow the floor temperature to pass the set point set in menu 7. Please note the thermostat will ignore the temperature set in menu 7 if menu 1 is set to either A only or F only modes. We would always recommend knowing what your floor covering max recommended operating temperature is, so you can set your thermostat accordingly, as some floor coverings are more sensitive to heat than others. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired setting, and then press the P button to move on to Menu 8. Menu 8 is the backlight time setting. This allows the user to select how long they would like the thermostat to stay illuminated after any key has been pressed. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired setting, and then press the P button to move on to Menu 9. Menu 9 is Temperature Format Setting. This thermostat can display either degrees centigrade or degrees Fahrenheit. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired setting, and then press the P button to move on to Menu 10. Menu 10 is the clock format. This thermostat can be used in a 12-hour clock or 24-hour clock setting. Use again the up and down arrows to set your desired setting, and then press the P button to move on to Menu 11. Menu 11 is Frost Protection Setting. When this is turned on, the thermostat will automatically turn on even if it is in the off position when the room temperature drops below 5 degrees, and it will then maintain a 5-degree room temperature. Use the up and down arrows to select your desired setting, and then press the P button to move on. You will now be back to Menu 1. If needed, you can continue to click the P button to check through your settings and make any changes if needed. If you're happy with all your new settings, simply press the power button to save the settings and turn the thermostat back on. You have now successfully set up your menu settings. In the next and final video, we will be looking at how to use the thermostat to control your heating system in both manual and automated modes. Thanks for watching this video 2 of 3 of the Living Heat D600 Digital Thermostat. Goodbye.